guys, Martha Krejci here. We are talking about how Young Living can be recession-proof if you choose today, okay? If this is your very first time here, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and that you also click on the bell to get notified whenever new videos come on. Typically, there's at least one new video that's going to be on every single day, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and jump into this. So how Young Living can be recession-proof if you choose. You guys, we are not brick and mortar, okay? So if you look at most of the businesses out there, they have a ton of what we call overhead, okay? And when I say overhead, I mean, bills to have a building, bills that they pay for electricity and for plumbing and for internet. While we still have internet at home, it's not the same thing. Business internet actually costs good 3 to 4 times as much as regular internet. It's a lot, okay? Trust me, I know. So there's internet. There's all sorts of bills, and that's overhead to a typical business, you guys, okay? So whenever a recession hits a typical brick and mortar business, that is going to drive down what they're making. So it's going to drive down what they gross. It's going to drive down their revenue, which is then going to drive down their bottom line, okay? So if their revenue is coming down, but their bills don't, what does that mean? A lot of times, you guys just don't even realize, I don't think, that a lot of the businesses out there that you guys frequent on a regular basis, if it's a mom and pop business or a local business, a lot of times they are barely getting by, you guys. Barely getting by, if not taking losses, month over month, year over year, taking losses, okay? So what that means, you guys, is that they're not making money, okay? So if you have somebody that's already in that position, which a lot of people are, okay? If you have somebody that's already in that position and then a recession hits that person, now they're taking even heavier losses, okay? Because again, the overhead still exists and they're making less money, okay? So that said, also, people cut back on what they would call frivolous expenses. And the best way for me to describe frivolous expenses are things that you would go to the mall and get, okay? So things that you would go and buy at your local mall, those are the types of things that people just plain don't buy in a recession. They're not gonna buy that extra t-shirt. They're not gonna buy that, I don't know. They're probably not gonna buy that car. They're probably not gonna buy a house. They're probably not going to spend, money on a stereo or whatever. I'm starting to date myself with what I'm calling things. I don't even know what these things are called anymore. They're probably not buying the new phone. You see what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff that would be called frivolous expenses. People stop spending their money on that stuff. The economy starts to contract, and then everyone and their mom freaks out because they're like, oh my goodness, nobody is spending money. Okay, well, here's the deal. People spend less money. Yes, that's true. Okay, it's a recession. That's what it is, right? But in their spending less money, they're also making different decisions on how to spend their money. Okay? 2 things that they will absolutely 100% spend their money on if they look like clear winners are their health and their wellness, okay? Because in a recession and when everything is contracting, in people's minds, that's all you got, right? That's in a world that's chaotic and in a world that feels out of control, all you can control is your own health and wellness. All you can control is what you're putting in your face. You see what I'm saying? Like those are things that you can actually control. So people will spend their money to keep their health and their wellness intact or try to keep their health and wellness intact. Another thing that people will spend money on if it looks like something they can actually do. Another thing that people will spend their money on, you guys, is opportunity. If it gives them a clear and definite opportunity to potentially make it out of the situation that they're in, they will spend money on an opportunity as well. Do you think people in a recession aren't out there buying lotto tickets? My guess, and I haven't done the research on it, but my guess would be that lotto ticket sales are actually up because they're hoping that they're going to be able to somehow make their way out of this situation that they're in, right? So that's the same. It's the same concept. They're going to spend money on an opportunity, and they're going to spend money on health and wellness. What are we? If we aren't health and wellness and opportunity, what are we? Right? Let's be super duper clear, you guys, in what the heck we are, okay? So that is one thing. We are not a brick and mortar business. We have no overhead. We are in an industry that is always necessary. This is my second point, you guys. We're in an industry, health and wellness, always necessary. Tupperware, not always necessary, right? That would be the frivolous expense. Nail polish, nail wraps, not always necessary. There's nothing wrong with that business. I'm not saying that at all. Like anybody that's in business, like I'm rooting for you, right? I'm just saying that those would be labeled under frivolous expenses to a majority of the people out there. Now, if we talk about health and wellness, that is something that is always necessary, you guys. Always, always necessary. So that's my second point. Third point. People put, and this is, I already said it once, but I'm going to say it again. People put their health and opportunities at the forefront when economic contractions happen. Okay? So if they can invest in their health and they can invest in opportunities, they will do that first. Okay? Again, with the lotto tickets. Now I need to actually go research it. Now I feel like I'm going to go down a rabbit hole of some data, and I'm totally happy to do it. But I bet you anything that people are really spending money on lotto tickets right now. So health, wellness, and opportunity is what people are willing to spend their money on. But here's the thing. They're not going to spend their money on an opportunity that they can't see how they would actually do it. Okay? If they don't see that there's a system for them to work out, like if they don't see that it's something that is already pre-figured out for them, then they're not as likely to join into that opportunity, which is why it's so important that we have to lead with Go for Gold, you guys. We have to show them that there's already a system in place, that really they just do this, do that, do this, do that, and they're good. So once they see that, they will be so much more open to the opportunity, okay, you guys? Relationships are a conduit, you guys. We care, and recessions illuminate the fact that we care, all right? Let me kind of break down that entire concept, all right? So relationships are our conduit. Relationships are how we actually build our business, because we're consistently reaching out to people. We are consistently touching base with these people, right? And we're touching base in different ways. So in Go for Gold, if you're in Go for Gold, you already know how there's like a systematic way that we touch base with people. Aside from that, we're touching base with people in Messenger and however they like to be talked to. And then we have our system of being able to do that as well, right? So in the fact that we're continuously building relationships, what a recession actually does, you guys, it's almost like we're on stage and the entire stage is blacked out. And then because we show up and we actually give a rip about people and we actually care about people and their families and their lives and what is happening to and with them, because we care, the spotlight is on us. Okay? It's almost like recessions illuminate the good people of the world. You'll see this all the time. All of a sudden, you'll start seeing some people rise up and then other people not. And the reason why is because the people that are rising up in service to others. That's exactly what we're here to do, you guys. And that's how we build our business, and that's why it feels so good. And that's why so many people want to join us in what we're doing. But today's video about how Young Living can be recession-proof if you choose, you guys, our business for certain is recession-proof. if you choose, because it's based on how you've built out your business. Okay. Are you doing Go for Gold? Are you doing the system? Are you continuing to be able to reach out to people and to be illuminated as that person that is in service to others over and over and over and over again? That's how you do it, you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.